Everyone, we are live. What is going on, everyone? Thank you all so very much for being here. Everyone that's tuned in at this time, we greatly appreciate it. Anybody that's watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. What's going on, Jake? How you feeling?
Good. Under the weather, but glad to be here. Grateful to be alive.
Yes, right. Right.
Always could be feeling better, but like I said, just grateful. So, how about
Yeah,
you?
wonderful. No complaints. Lakers are doing this thing.
Yes,
We
they
got a
are.
lot of exciting stuff to dive into. So let's dive right into it. Let's get into it. Well, for starters, if the Lakers win outright, the Lakers will be the fifth seed. So right now, we are half a game out of the fifth seed between the Warriors and the Clippers because the Warriors lost yesterday to the Denver Nuggets. If the Lakers beat the Jazz, the Lakers would be the sixth seed. Although the Warriors they play, so that could be short lived. But still, basically, if the Lakers beat the Jazz, they'd be on pace for the sixth seed. And then going into that Clipper game, if they beat the Clippers, they would be officially the five seed and could hold on to the five seed until the end of the season, assuming they win their last two games. So Lakers have the Utah Jazz, which the Lakers just got good news in that department because Walker Kessler, he is out for the remainder of the season. Now, to
Yeah.
some people, they might look at that and go, well, he's a rookie. He's averaging, 9-8 or 9-9, something like that. But the impact that he has had this year for Utah has been a big factor in their success. Yes, he's only giving you eight. He's giving you 8-9 or 9-9, but he's also averaging like 3 blocks a game. He's been their center and their foundation, like a guy that they run through on multiple occasions, and
Yeah.
he's been a real standout. I mean, he's going to be on the all rookie team this year, so he's a real player. That's a big impact. They still don't have Jordan Clarkson. He's going to be out for the season. They still don't have Colin Sexton. He's going to be out for the season. We'll see if they play Lauri Markkanen. We'll see what ends up happening. Right, the Jazz pretty much have packed it in this season. They're trying to get the best draft pick that they can possible, which makes sense from their standpoint. They're pretty much out of the play-in at this point, and so now you what you want is you want to get the best draft pick. You can't get into the play-in to get to the playoffs, so what's the point? Might as well tank, get the best draft pick you can. So
Yeah.
that's a favorable matchup. And then you got the Clippers. Hopefully the Lakers handle business against the Jazz early because the Clippers game is going to be a back-to-back. And with that being a back-to-back, that means limited rest. Now we know Anthony Davis is playing in that back-to-back because he said so, and so did the Lakers. But LeBron James. Will LeBron James play in that back-to-back? My guess is yes, he will. I do believe he will play in that back-to-back. So point is, Lakers are in control of the fifth seed. If they win all the way out, then they get the fifth seed. If the Warriors lose another game, then that would give the Lakers a cushion because then the Lakers, they could, if they lost to, say, let's say they lose to the Suns, right? Like, let's say they beat the Clippers and they beat the Jazz and they lose to the Suns, right?
Yeah.
Well, as long as Warriors lose one more game because we have the tiebreaker, we would be the sixth seed. So the fifth and sixth seed is very possible, but if the Lakers win outright, it goes from the sixth seed now that they would be guaranteed to the fifth seed. My point, and this is where I want to hear your points, and then we'll dive into the Suns a little bit. I think if you get into the playoffs, whether it's the fifth seed or sixth seed, you get into the playoffs. Why would you avoid trying to get the fifth seed? Because I see a lot of people saying we don't want to play the Suns in the first round. And yes, the Suns could be very good. I'll give my opinions and thoughts on the Suns in a minute. I want to hear yours. But the way I look at it is if you have an opportunity to get into the playoffs, not the play-in, the playoffs, you get into the playoffs. Why would you mess around and risk injury or, a team, two teams getting hot and because it's not a 7-game series, it's just 2 games. Lakers have a bad game and then another team gets hot and you lose. Like, should the Lakers still make the playoffs if they get in the plan? Absolutely. But why even risk it? Why not give your guys the rest? Why not do all this stuff just to avoid what? The Phoenix Suns, who you're going to have to play regardless. But what are your thoughts on the situation? Do you want the Lakers to get the 5 seed? Because that's what it's looking like. It's looking like it's either going to be the 5 seed or the 7 seed. Doesn't look like it'll be one of the. It doesn't look like they'll get the 6th seed. It'll be a play-in or Suns. So what
So
are your
now if we
thoughts?
get the okay, yeah. So honestly, I want the 5th seed just because I feel like we can handle the Suns in a 7-game series. I don't feel like with them adding Kevin Durant, I just don't feel like they're as glued as they need to be, already at this point in the season. You got to think about it like this from a roster perspective. Yeah, Kevin Durant is one of the greatest players of all time, and he could fit into any roster essentially. But you just added an all-star level player into a lineup that was already set and already glued, and they already like had the chemistry and they already had their cohesiveness. And now you just put Kevin Durant in there, you know what I mean, along with Chris Paul, Devin Booker, which if we were going to do this, I feel like that was the easier of the teams to actually be able to do that. My point is, I think the Suns, whether they get knocked out by us, let's say we do go playing, right? And they face someone else, whoever in the first round, I think they're going to take an early playoff exit anyway. I just don't really see them really contending and even getting to the Western Conference Finals. I just think that their team's not where it needs to be. They're not as deep as us. And I don't think anybody's going to make the argument that they are. So I would love, 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 love to see the Suns in the first round. And you got to think too, if we win that first round against the Suns, like how big of a momentum booster is that? You know what I mean? Because we're obviously going to be the underdogs in that series. We're not going to be favored to win that series. I mean, I don't think we are, but like, like that's a huge momentum booster for us. So like, yeah, we go on, smash the Nuggets, smash the Clippers, whoever we need to get to. I just think it's a win-win situation. I don't want to be in the play-in situation because there's a chance that whoever we do play in the play-in, whether we see the Pelicans or whoever we see in the play-in, there's a good chance that the other team may just have a crazy night and be playing their hearts out. I get it. It's playoff basketball. So they're going to be playing hard, but at the same time, like that playing game just hits a little different because you have to win. You know what I mean? There is no like versus the playoff series, it's a 7-game series. So like you can afford to have maybe one. You don't want to
Yeah,
think like
yeah.
this.
You have a bad night and
If
you're not
exactly,
out
if
of it.
you're a true competitor, you don't think like, okay, I can have an off night. But the fact of the reality is, you can afford maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 off nights. But that playing game, you have to win that game. So my point is, I say I would love to get for us to get in the 5th seed and face the Suns. And I think we got it too. Like I truly do. Like I've been looking at the way we've been playing. Oh my goodness, it's been beautiful. And I really want to see the Suns. That's why I'm excited for this matchup on April 7th. But at the same time, they're not really going to be playing their guys anyway. I don't think so. Not at this point. So that's my take on
Yeah, look, I personally I want the Suns. One, I want all the smoke. Two, I want that matchup, right? I said this before. I said this on one of these streams like a month or so ago, where I talked about how, ideally, I would love to face the Suns, the Warriors, and the Nuggets, right? We talked about that in a stream where we agreed. Like, then there's no excuse. Nobody. What is anyone going to say? We played the defending champions. We played the team that everyone believes is going to come out the West in the Suns, and we played the best team in the West all season. Right? We beat all
it. I
three of
can
those.
give you pushback right now. People are like, "Oh, the defending champions, they weren't playing good this year." Like,
Yeah.
and they're gonna say what I just said. They're gonna, oh, you face the Suns, or they weren't as gelled. Oh, you
Yeah,
face
but they ain't saying
actually.
that now. Is the point?
Well,
Like,
yeah, no, I see what you're saying.
everyone,
I just
people, the
they're
trolls are
gonna
gonna
find
trolls are
something.
gonna be grasping at straws and try to find whatever they can find to try to discredit it. It's silly, but the thing is you're gonna have to go through the good teams regardless. And if we're not good enough to beat the Suns in the first round, then we're not good enough to win an NBA championship. It's just that simple, Like you have to
Right.
beat the best to be the best, right? And my thing is like, and if we're not, then that's fine. Like people are so worried about the Suns. Like that'll give us a really good inclination, right? Give us a really good one because one, if we beat the Suns, right, we're off to the races, right? And
Yeah.
and and I'm all for it. If we lose to the Suns, well, then that gives us an idea of like what do we need? We're playing with house money this year, right? We're playing with, you know, we weren't even supposed to be in the play-in this year. We started the
No,
season
it's
2 and
crazy that
10.
we're even talking about that we're the 7th
Yeah,
seed right now. Like
yeah,
the fact
and we
that
have a
like
real chance to get the 5 seed. Like
the fact
that's
that
that's
we're here
insane.
considering where we were like 2 weeks ago is like, yeah.
We, dude, literally 2.5, 3 weeks ago, we were still the 13th seed. We went from the 13th seed to all of a sudden we have a real chance at the 5th seed. We weren't even supposed to be there. So if we get into the playoffs and let's say we do lose to the Suns, right? Did we lose in a tough 7? Do we lose in a tough 6? Did they sweep us? Like that gives you
Yeah.
valuable details and idea of what do we look like next season? Okay, who who showed up in that series? Who do we need? Who's worth keeping next season and who's worth trying to upgrade? What other are there better deals up there to upgrade this team? Should we pay Mo Bamba 10 million a year and Malik Beasley 16.5? It gives us a good meter on where we stand, right? And then we can kind of retool and get ready for the next season. Now, again, if we beat the Suns, which I do believe we can beat the Suns, here's the thing. Like, people look at Kevin Durant and go, oh man, we don't want to face Kevin Durant. What has Kevin Durant done? I love Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a incredible talent. I have a
No,
personal
yeah, for sure.
I have a personal fondness for Kevin Durant because I actually have an experience. I've told you the experience. I haven't shared it on stream. I said I'd share it one day. But I have a personal experience with Kevin Durant that just made me go, man, I love this guy. Like, he's just a really good guy. But if we remove all the biases that I have for him and you boil it down to him and his success in the NBA, what has he done?
No,
The only time he's ever
no, for real. Let's talk about it. I mean, go
he's won championships. He won 2 championships with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green.
And that's my issue. Like, I'm not trying to attack Kevin Durant in any kind of way, but what NBA star could not go win a championship with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You and me could have won a championship with those 3,
right?
Seriously,
and if we're being completely honest, we don't know that they would have not. They've already won once without him, so we don't know that they couldn't have done it again. I mean, LeBron.
They won a championship without him.
But that's that's my point. That's what I'm saying. Like, they won 2, but I'm saying, like, they won before he came.
Well, they
won
after. They won after.
Oh yeah, they won after. So my thing is, like, who's to say that they couldn't have done that again? You know what I mean? And again, I'm not attacking Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant I think is probably a top 10 player all time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna, but
he might be the best pure scorer ever. And
he's 7 footer that can do almost anything. You know what I mean? Like, I just
Absolutely.
don't. I understand the scariness aspect of having to go up against Kevin Durant, but my thing is, okay, Kevin Durant, he hasn't, outside of the Golden State. How is it like he hasn't led a team to a championship? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that's one thing that when you talk about the greats, you can't really say, like, name a great that you can't name a great and say that they haven't, like, led a team to a championship. You know what I mean? He hasn't even led a team to, like obviously not to win the championship, but he hasn't even led a team to actually get there, let alone actually win it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I don't know.
It's not just that. I mean, even when you look at the Suns, because people are like, oh, they got Devin Booker, they got the Suns. This team is great. Like, are the Suns even really a super team? Right? Like, Chris Paul is
but you got Devin Booker, that we got Vanderbilt. Like, we got answers, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't really.
That's my point. So, if we break it down. So, look, Chris Paul is the G League version of himself. He is not the same guy he once was. He's still good, don't get me wrong. But
he has spurts. He has spurts.
Yeah, he's not a guy that's carrying you. And he's always, even in his prime, he had questions and concerns about the playoffs, right? Beyond that, you have DeAndre Ayton, who's what? A top 40 player in the league? Like, he's what? Is he even top 10 among centers? Like, seriously. I mean, the guy, he's good, but he's not great. Like, he's not great, right? So you have Ayton. Okay, he's solid, right? Really, this team is Kevin Durant.
Ayton is no Booker. Like Ayton against AD
Joker,
is not.
He's no Embiid,
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's AD, like that's what.
Who is he? I mean, his numbers aren't far off from guys like Valanciunas. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the guy's not like some all-star. And people forget, Kevin Durant just got swept.
I think, by the way, really quick, I think Turner is better than Ayton. So I would rather have Turner.
I do too. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that, like, Kevin Durant, who just had Kyrie Irving, right? Like, so people talk
Yeah.
about, oh, he has Devin Booker. Kyrie Irving has showed up more in the playoffs than Devin Booker. And
Oh,
Devin
but
Booker has completely vanished in playoff series. And it's
I don't
completely
even know why
vanished in
I don't even know why it's a comparison. Devin
yeah.
Booker and Kyrie are not
He
to
had
me not.
He had Kyrie Irving, and he had a deeper, better roster, and they still got swept. So, and they did nothing. They have one playoff series win. And one of those series, they had Harden. And people go, well, Harden was hurt and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay, but still, he was still on the court. He was still playing. He still
Yes,
became a detour. Like, people still had to respect him, right? Like, and my point is that when you look at the Suns, they got rid of Crowder, they got rid of Bridges, and they got rid of Johnson. They have no defensive wings. None.
no.
Kevin Durant is the only defensive wing. He's not going to be able to stop LeBron James. Right?
No.
They have nobody that can guard LeBron James, nobody to guard Anthony Davis. You're never going to stop. You're never going to stop Kevin Durant, but you can slow him down. The Bucks did it. The Celtics did it, and they did it. How did they do it? They did it by committee. They just threw two guys at him constantly, and they just threw several wings on him. We have that. We have Jared Vanderbilt. We have LeBron James. You have Rui Hachimura, who he's shown he could be great defensively when he wants to be. You have Anthony Davis that you can put on him if you need to, like if he's becoming that much of a problem. And, I mean, if you need to, you could go put Rui Hachimura on Ayton. Rui Hachimura just locked up Karl Anthony Towns, and Karl Anthony Towns is a better player than Ayton is. Yeah. And, you know, like Rui can muscle him and not get bodied. Like, they don't have the wing depth to guard. Like, who are they throwing on our wings? Right? I mean, even Jared Vanderbilt, right? Like, who's stopping him from just taking him off to take, like, Terrence Ross is going to guard Vanderbilt, just blow by him and get a lay, and it'll be layup drill.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they have no rim protection. You're going to have Schroeder and Reeves and LeBron and everybody just run into the basket. We're going to get easier shots. We're going to get easier looks because the Suns are obsessed with jump shooting. They were already a top jump shooting team in the league, and they added the best jump shooter in the league, Kevin Durant. They're not going to be aggressive in attacking the basket. People talk about free throw shooting disparity. What do you think is going to happen in a playoff series when one team is being physical and attacking the basket the whole game, and the Phoenix Suns are just jacking up mid ranges and 3-point shots? Like, I'm telling you, it's going to.
Are you right? Our interior defense is just crazy. But like, and not to mention, like you said, we got too many assets. We got too many assets, too many tools, and we're too clever. Like, it's just, you got, like you said, it's just too many variables coming all at you at once. And it's almost like, yeah, you're not going to stop Kevin Durant. But do you just it's almost like, hey, do you just let Kevin Durant cook on a night or two and just contain, just contain everybody else?
It's not a bad idea.
Get his. Kevin Durant's going to go get his 30, 35, 40.
Let Kevin Durant go. Let Kevin Durant go for 50 and keep everyone else pedestrian.
Hey, if I'm Darvin Ham, I'm telling these guys, hey, your mission: contain Devin Booker, contain Aiden, contain Chris Paul, contain everybody else. Let Kevin Durant do Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? It's going to be fun because then he has to like get inside with AD, and he's going to have to bang a little bit with AD. I think that right there is going to be interesting. I think he's going to stay away from the from the inside a little bit more than we think, probably. But,
yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day,
because then Aiden's going to have to draw AD out to the perimeter, and it's just they're going to have to really, really get clever of how they let Kevin Durant try to like move and manipulate the defense. And I don't know. I really don't see us losing a 7-game series because absolutely not.
Well, it's just, again, like, are we gonna run through them? Probably not. It's gonna be a tough series. It's gonna be a tough matchup. But I would, and not just that, but I said this before on several occasions on my channel. Right, the Suns may never be more beatable than they are in the first round because they have a lot of questions still that they need to answer, and they're only gonna figure it out along the way. Let's say we play them in the Western Conference Finals, they might already have it all figured out. They might already have their game plan locked up. They might have the rotation locked up. They might know who's stepping up, what role they're playing, all that stuff. Right now, there are so many questions for the Phoenix Suns on how are they going to perform in the playoffs, right? Where the Lakers, you pretty much have it. You pretty much have a grasp on how it's going to go. You're going to run your offense through AD and LeBron James and play an inside-out game. You know, what you're going to do, defensive schemes, That'll change on a nightly basis, but you have two of the best defenders in the world with Anthony Davis and Jerry Vanderbilt, right? Like you're fine. Like play the Suns right away, get them out of the way, and then your next matchup is what? So if they finish the 5 seed, their next matchup would be the Nuggets, assuming the Nuggets win, right? Unless they play the Warriors and the Warriors beat them, or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, so let's say, so then you play the Nuggets. I think we run through the Nuggets, and we'd already have everything figured out. We would have went through a gauntlet through the Phoenix Suns, but we would have all of our little hiccups and everything worked out in order to go and play the best series we can against the Denver Nuggets, right? I mean, like, no matter, get it over with, beat Phoenix, get them out of the way, and be done.
My only issue is the young, not experienced people we have on our roster, right? So like,
but we don't really have. So like almost everybody on our roster has at least had some playoff experience, right? Obviously, LeBron James and Anthony Davis have. D'Angelo Russell led a team to the playoffs in the Brooklyn Nets, so he has playoff experience. Beasley, Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I'm not worried about D'Lo. I'm not worried about Vanderbilt.
Beasley and Vanderbilt, they both have playoff experience because they were with the Timberwolves when they went to the playoffs, so they had playoff experience. You have the only one that doesn't have playoff experience. It's like
Austin,
Rui.
Right?
Rui has playoff experience. Rui's actually, if you look up Rui's playoff numbers, they're better than his regular season numbers. So he has playoff experience. And the only players that don't really have playoff experience
Reeves and Troy, right?
No, I think Troy Brown went to a playoff series with Chicago. I might not be 100% sure on that, but for sure, off the top of my head, Austin Reeves hasn't had it, and I don't believe Mo Bamba.
I'm not worried about him in pressure moments though, just because
I'm not either. He's proven it.
We've seen night in and night out on like some of the most pressure moments. Again, these aren't playoff games, but I think that if he can show up in these moments, I think he'll be fine. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna like struggle too much. I mean, yeah, going up against AD may be intimidating, but I don't think it's not gonna be anything like where like he's gonna freeze up and like freeze in the moment.
He'll be fine. Play your game and you'll be fine. But real quick, Johnny coming in house $2 super chat. Thank you so much, Johnny. I can't believe what I have seen from Ross Tresh. Yeah, he's been kind of a disappointment for the Suns too. But that's what I'm talking about. Like they don't have the depth and the talent. And like another argument that I've seen a lot of people make is like, well, in the playoffs, you're not running 10, 12 guys. You're running, 8 to 9 guys at the most. And yes, that's correct. But it's the quality of role guys, right? Like think of the Lakers. Like 8-man rotation. It's what? So you have like the starting 5, which is D'Lo, Reeves, Vanderbilt, LeBron, and AD. And then on any given night, you have Schroeder, Rui, right? And Troy Brown. You have Winning Gabriel if you need him to, Mo Bamba if you need him to, right? So you have Malik Beasley. So most likely on any given night, you're going to have your 5 starters, and then you'll probably go Beasley, Rui, and Schroeder will probably be your like 3 main guys, like immediately off the bench. And then based on matchups, you'll go Winyan or Mo. So like if we play the Warriors, Winyan's probably a better matchup at the backup 5 going up against like Looney and Draymond and stuff like that, right? So based on matchups, that's when you'll have Mo Bamba in, or you'll have him in. Certain matchups. Okay, we need, if we're playing the Suns, right? Like you throw Rui, you throw Vanderbilt, you throw AD, you throw LeBron, and then it's like, let's throw Troy Brown at him, right? Yeah, Troy Brown doesn't have the size. He's 6'6" with like what is it, 6'10" wingspan or something like that. But it's about having another
fresh
body
legs.
It's another body to just wear them down, bump them. Go, Troy Brown. I want you to go in there and I want you to give me 5 hard fouls. I want you to foul out of this game in the first 10 minutes you're in the game, buddy. I want 5 hard fouls. And you just like, that's the difference between the Lakers and the Suns. The Suns don't have that. The Suns can't say, hey, let's wear down LeBron over a 7-game series. They just don't have that luxury. They don't have guys that they can throw at him on a nightly basis to wear him down. They can't say, hey, let's wear AD down, right? The only way AD is going to get worn down is if he wears himself down, right? They don't have anybody to do that. We have guys that we can throw at Devin Booker over a 7-game series. Again, you can throw almost all the same guys that you throw at Kevin Durant on Devin Booker, but more. You could throw Schroeder, Reeves, Troy Brown, Vanderbilt. LeBron can even guard him at times if you need him to. Like Rui, Like you have an endless supply of fresh legs and bodies that you can just keep throwing at these guys to wear them down over. That's the difference between a 7-game series. Could like if we played the Suns 10 times throughout the regular season, the Suns very likely could beat us all 10 times. That could be a
Yeah.
real possibility because it's spread out, it's over time, right? But when you're talking about a shrunken set, you have to play 7 games in like 10 nights.
Not to
It's
mention,
everything
like,
changes.
well, yeah, not to mention, like, Kevin Durant's gonna have to do the majority of the heavy lifting, night in and night out. I mean, yeah, he has Devin Booker and Aiden for some of the offload. I'm not even counting Chris Paul, but a matchup that you actually just made me think of. Do you think Kevin Durant on AD is a mismatch?
Kevin Durant on AD?
Sorry, yeah. So like Kevin Durant guarding AD in the post, cleared
Oh,
out,
if
like
Kevin
he's on
Durant
it,
is if
like
Kevin Durant
he
guarding AD,
well, yeah.
that's
I'm saying
barbecue
like
chicken.
I was about to say he's on an
That's
island. Like I can't wait because I know they're gonna try it. Here's the thing, I know they're gonna try it. I
easy.
know they're gonna try it because they're gonna try to give Aiden some rest. They're gonna try to put Kevin Durant on AD, and I just can't wait. Like they're gonna be on an island. Oh yeah, just gonna wait for AD to cook. No, that I think yeah, I would agree. I just want to pick your thoughts on that.
Yeah, no. Thank you, Johnny. And real quick, Matt coming in hot with the $5 super chat. Do you think Lakers will win out? If we do, what spot does that give us? I think we have a very good chance. So originally, I said that if the Lakers beat the Bulls and the Timberwolves, that I thought the Lakers would finish 6-1 on this last stretch of games. I still kind of feel that way. We will see how things shape up because if the Phoenix Suns already have the 4 seed locked up, they might not even play it. They might not care. And in that case, we might go 7-0. I think it's going to come down to that Clipper game. If we win that Clipper game, which I said I think we will. If we win that Clipper game, I think there's a real chance that we win outright. If we win outright, we would end up as the 5 seed. So if we win completely outright, we get that 5 spot, and we would play the Phoenix Suns in the first round. Hence why we're talking about the Suns so much, because that's very likely could be a real matchup. I absolutely think the Lakers can win outright, without a doubt. There's not a doubt in my mind. But which is another good point, I think that is worth talking. Let's say the Warriors lose again, right? Let's say, because the Warriors still have a couple pretty tough games, right? Let's say the Warriors lose to like the Thunder tomorrow, or let's say they lose to the Kings, right? If one of those teams lose, then what that does is that now puts the Lakers in a really good position because now the Lakers can decide, do we want the 5th seed or do we want the 6th seed? Because now that can actually be a choice for the Lakers. Because now, right, you could do a couple things. You could say you beat the Clippers, and let's say the Warriors lose again. Now you have a full game, an extra loss that you can use to get the 6th seed. So let's say you don't want to play the Suns and the Warriors lose. So the Warriors losing again could change everything again, because then the Lakers can decide, do I really want to play and go outright, or do I want to end up in the spot that I'm at, right? The 5 seed. The other thing is too, we got it which is worth noting, is the Pelicans, because the Pelicans are right on our tail. But one, we have the tiebreaker. 2, they still have some really tough games coming up. So it is very possible that they lose another game or 2, which again would give us proper position to fall in. So
I don't know. You think the Warriors schedule's tough? I mean, I know they got the Thunder, then the Kings, Trailblazers. To be honest with you, I think the Trailblazers. I mean, they have.
Dude, Trailblazers just beat the Timberwolves in Minnesota as a 19.5-point favorite. First time in 30 years, or whatever.
But that's what I was gonna say. But that's what I was gonna say. I think the Trailblazers is the hardest game on their schedule for the remaining of the season. Like they might, I don't know, they might cook the Thunder.
It might be because do the Kings sit everybody, right? Like, do the Sacramento Kings just say, hey, we're gonna pack it in? We're the 3 seed. Let's just stay the 3 seed. That could be a possibility. The Thunder, though. The Thunder absolutely have to win that game. So I think if the Warriors are going to lose another game, it's probably to the Thunder, because the Thunder, if they really want to try to get into the play-in, they need to win
Yeah.
that game. They need to win that game
Mhm.
badly. So that'll be an interesting game. The Kings, we'll see.
But the Pelicans, I do see why you say that though. I think the Pelicans,
The Pelicans,
their
the
schedule
Pel-
sucks.
yeah, the
Their schedule
Pelicans,
sucks.
yeah, the Pelicans have a very interesting.
They got to play the Kings, the Grizzlies, the Knicks, then the Timberwolves.
Yeah, which we got to. Which, like I said, we got to. We control our fate one way or another. But ideally, if you can get the fifth seed, you get the fifth seed. It's really what it boils down to. At the end of the day, it's what you want. You don't want to. You don't want to play games. Is my point. And Johnny, coming in hot the $5 super chat. Suns need to win 2 more games to lock up the 4th seed before they play the Lakers. Those games are easy, so they will most likely rest against us. That is a very real possibility too. That's definitely worth noting, Johnny. And again, I know, like I've seen a lot of people say, like, why would they want to rest against the Lakers? Because they don't care, especially if they have to play us in the first round. Like, you think they want to? No, they want Kevin Durant. They want everybody healthy. They care about that. Like, can we be healthy come the playoffs? So, it is very possible that the Suns just say, hey, let's pack it in. We're gonna play the Lakers. Let's rest. Let's get a good look at them, and let our bench guys play, and then we'll figure it out from there. That is
they got the Spurs. That's a dub for sure. They got the Nuggets. That's a challenge. I think they lose against us, and that Clippers game is a toss. I don't know where that Clippers game could go. Honestly, like,
yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, it depends on do the Suns sit guys, rest guys, or not. Also, do the Suns
for the last 2 games though? Maybe not not these next 2, but just for the last 2.
Would the Suns rather play the Lakers, or would they rather play the Clippers? Because that's a real interesting, because the Clippers, if Paul George comes back, they might match up like really well against, because I mean, all the Clippers are just a team full of wings, right? I mean, that's literally all they have. So
yeah,
they might match up better. You could throw Kawhi Leonard and put Kawhi on Kevin Durant all series, and then, like, whenever he's not guarding him, you put Paul George on him. Like, that might be a lot for Kevin Durant to wear on. And then,
you got Kyrie guarding. That sucks. Like that. Yeah, I don't care who you are. Like, Kyrie guarding is like Kawhi. Sorry, Kawhi, not Kyrie. Sorry, Kawhi. Yeah. Kawhi guarding anybody. That sucks. So, I don't care if you're LeBron James. The dude is
Paul George. You can put Paul George on Devin Booker, and then put Kawhi Leonard on Kevin Durant, and there you go. Like, so it's going to be interesting. Like, but do they want to take a chance? Do they look at it and go, hey, well, the Suns, or do the Suns look at it and go, well, Paul George, he might not come back, and even if he does come back, he might be a little rusty. So, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. But they very well could hold the keys to, like, how this shapes up, which is another interesting factor as well. But we'll see. Like I said, I want the Lakers to win outright. Win your games, win outright, and you'll be good. Then you don't have to worry about anything. Then all the, like, what ifs and everything are just that. They're just what ifs. So, but we'll see. Getting back into our conversation, then we'll jump into the chat as a whole. I just wanted to get through the super chats. Thank you all so much, and we'll get to the chat here in a minute. Also, real quick, if you're not subscribed to the channel, take a quick second, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out a lot. If you haven't liked the video, take a quick second, hit that like button. We would greatly appreciate it. But so again, so you have a very interesting scenario here. The Lakers, again, obviously, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Still got 4 games. 2 of those games should be gimme games in the Utah Jazz. 2 of those games are going to be tough. The Suns may end up being a gimme game. We'll see how it goes. But you got to beat the Clippers. Coming off of a back-to-back, we got to handle business against the Jazz early, so that way guys get a little rest. That would be nice, right? Guys get to kind of take the night off and, the fourth quarter off and get a little extra rest going into that. But regardless, we need to get that win. Now, touching on, like, the Warriors scenario, like, the Warriors could also be a big play and factor, as well as the Pelicans, because we have the tiebreaker over both of them, right?
Yeah.
So ideally, in a perfect world, the Pelicans and the Warriors would lose like at least another game or two, preferably two, especially the Pelicans, so that we don't go
Yeah.
into a three-way tiebreaker and all that stuff, because then it just becomes very complicated. But if like, because again, the Pelicans have a tough road ahead. They still have like
Yeah.
they still have 4 games, and all 4 games are against like playoff teams, like in good playoff teams.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a road, and not more than likely they lose at least 2 of their 4 games. Like
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because let's see, because their games left, they have the Kings, the Grizzlies, the Knicks, and the Timberwolves. Kings and Grizzlies are still fighting for that 2-3 seed, so they both might play, especially if the Kings beat the Pelicans. If the Kings beat the Pelicans, then and they just lost to the Spurs, which killed them because the Grizzlies lost. So and they played everybody. So I don't know, like it just was a bad game for them. But they might want to bounce back against the Pelicans. If they do and they beat the Pelicans, the Grizzlies might have no choice but to beat the Pelicans, because the Grizzlies might want to stay as the 2 seed. And then the Knicks clinched a playoff spot, but I believe they're still fighting for seeding, so they need to play. And then the Timberwolves desperately need to win, right? Because I mean, especially that last game, that Timberwolves game against the Pelicans, and it's in Minnesota. The Timberwolves, like that could be the difference between them getting the like 7th, 8th seed or the 9th and 10th seed. So that could be a huge factor in a huge game for both of these teams, for both the Pelicans and the Timberwolves. So, I mean, you have an argument for all 4 teams to beat the Pelicans, right? Now you have the same argument for the Pelicans to beat all 4 of those teams, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Because, I mean, I see at least 2 losses against those teams. I think they lose to either the Kings or the Grizzlies. One of those 2 teams, I think, will beat them. And then the Knicks or the Timberwolves, which I think the Timberwolves very likely. So that's a good spot to be in from a Lakers standpoint as far as the Pelicans go. And then, the Warriors, again, if the Warriors lose, like they got the Thunder, they got the Kings, right? And then they have the Blazers, right? They probably run through the Blazers. That shouldn't be
their schedule actually looks kind of easy, just a little bit. And I mean, with the way that they've been playing, who knows? Because they're so hot and cold this year. But I think that they could actually take all their games.
And the Kings, because what? I don't. Do you have it in front of you?
Do you have the Warriors schedule?
Yeah. If not,
I do now. Yeah. So
okay.
They play. Yeah. So the Warriors got the Thunder.
They play the Thunder in Golden State, right? I don't have.
Yeah, so they play the Thunder in Golden State. They play the Kings in
Sacramento,
so at their home. Yeah, in Sacramento. Yeah. Then they play the Trailblazers in Portland. So for their last game. Yeah.
But Portland's packed it in. Although, like I said, they did beat Minnesota, so that could be interesting. But Minnesota, they packed the season in. They're done for the season, so they probably win that game. So the Thunder is a crucial game. That's a game that they absolutely the Thunder have to win.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the Thunder, it's a must win. Yeah.
Yeah, and then again for the Kings, they might need to win that game too to potentially get the 1st or 2nd seed, the second or 3rd seed, right? And depending how Denver looks, because Denver's kind of packed it in with Joker. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the Grizzlies could still catch the Nuggets for the 1 seed, right? Because they're how many games back are they? I think they're only like 2.5, 3 games back. So, if they win outright, if the Grizzlies win outright, they could end up in that 1 seed. Let's see, because they are they're 3 games back. So, and the Grizzlies have 4 more games to play. So, I mean, if they win all 4 games, they have a real chance to maybe get that 1 seed. The Kings are only 2 games back of the 3 seed or of the 2 seed. So, they have stuff to play. My point is that there's teams that have stuff to play for. And also I see a lot of people that will bring up Andrew Wiggins because Andrew Wiggins is supposed to be back, is very likely coming back for that game. Like, it's the same argument with Steph.
Andrew Wiggins is supposed to be back a little while ago too.
Yeah,
So
and he hasn't played in like 2 months or whatever it's been, right?
yeah,
Like, it was the same thing with Steph. Like, everyone was like, "Oh, here we go. The Warriors aren't going to lose a game." And the Warriors started what, 0-3, 0-4 with Steph back because it's just you had to reinsert him, and he wasn't the same Steph, and all that stuff because he had to get back into it. So Andrew, like, people like act like Andrew Wiggins is you're inserting Kevin Durant. Like, he's great, and he's great in the role that he has there.
hey, with
But
the
he
Warriors
hasn't
though, like with
played
the Warriors
basketball in.
team, yeah, like the Warriors just have one of those teams that like if you take because it's like it's a star with a whole bunch of. I'm not calling Klay Thompson a glorified role player. That's not what I'm doing, but you know what I
I mean, he
mean.
is. I mean, at this
It's
point, he wasn't. But
okay.
at this
Okay,
point,
thank
he
you.
is.
You're making it easier for me. Thank you, because I was gonna say I know I'm gonna get killed for that, but it's Steph with a whole bunch of glorified role players. So like, if you pretty much like take out of a piece of that role, it's with the Warriors. It sucks. Like you need that piece. You know what I mean? It would be like taking Iguodala out in that championship run. You know what I mean? It's just it's Iguodala, but it's Iguodala. You know what I mean? Just the factor that Wiggins he adds such a big impact. I know what you're saying. People kind of glorify him, but with them, he's it's a big deal. Like they need him. Like I don't think that they win without him. To be honest with you, and as
Oh, no.
crazy as that sounds, like
No, they absolutely need Wiggins, right? But, like, Wiggins
all right, let
isn't
me repeat that. I don't think that they cannot win, but it will be very, very challenging.
the savior. Like,
No, no, no,
Wiggins
no,
is
no,
still
no, no.
Wiggins is a very good player. Don't get me wrong, and he's perfect for the role that they have him in. But they were still losing with him. It's not
Yeah,
like they were running away with the league when he was playing with them this season. They still had a losing record with Andrew Wiggins,
yeah. They
right?
had a
And now
weird
he's
season
coming
this year. They
back.
really did.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's definitely gonna. It very likely could come down to the last game this year. Good thing is, like I said, the Lakers, as long as they win, they have nothing to worry about, right? Just win, and you have nothing to worry about. There's not a single thing to worry about if they just do their job and win the game. But it's one of those things where, um, the Lakers are in control. That's where the Lakers want to be. The fact that they are even in control is remarkable. Because again, I mean, 2 months ago, we didn't even think we were making the play-in.
Yeah,
Now look, now we actually have now it's up to us to make the 5 seed. That is a night and day turnaround. Literally, we had no control, and now we have all the control in the world. So just win. That's all you got to do is just win. But let's dive into the chat here a little bit, and then we'll skate on out of here. So Zach, Braun haters, literal shambles. They worship Steph for beating the 14-12 seed 5 games in a row, while saying Lakers aren't good for beating Grizz, Pels, Wolves, and Dubs. It's usually how it goes. People just love to hate, right? Let's go Lakers. I'm with you, Matt. Tyler might be the least dented bald head I've ever seen in my existence. I know. I actually have a very well-shaped round head. Usually you see people when they shave their head, they have all those, like, it looks like a valley. Nope, not me. Just smooth.
I have the
like
valley.
Yeah.
I got the whole like peanut.
Oh, you do? You got the whole wavy
Yeah.
thing? Yeah. See, look.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I got smooth. What's up, y'all? How are we doing today? Y'all watching the men's NCAA game? I'm not. That game was.
It's Final Four, no? Final Four?
Yeah. It's UConn and San Diego State. UConn, I took them to blow in a blowout. And I don't even know what the score is. I'm very confident they're blowing them out. Here, let's see. I'll look it up right now.
It's a championship game?
Yeah, this is it. That's why there's no
Oh.
NBA today. I mean, well, they're winning by 13.
You got UConn to beat San Diego?
Yeah,
by San Diego or San Jose?
No, San Diego State.
Okay.
I have UConn minus the 8. I thought UConn, like, the only team that had a chance to beat UConn was Gonzaga, and UConn ran Gonzaga out by like 30. So, but we'll see. See how it goes. I think UConn wins by like at least double digits. My only concern is that they're up like 11 late, and then like San Diego just gets like some easy buckets at the end, but still lose. It's my only concern. But um, Lakers in 4. We getting 18. We get 18. We're 34 champions from next 4 years in a row, including this year. I'm with it. Let's get it. Let's get it. But what's going on, Tyler? How we doing, bros? I am wonderful, Carrie. Thank you so much. I am doing fine. We are here. We are talking. We are hanging in there. What's going on, Marcus? Appreciate you being here. Tyler caught the last stream, man. Fans were annoying me, ducking the Suns. Yeah, I mean, people are so afraid of like the Suns, and I don't get it personally. I really don't. What's going on, Pale? Appreciate you. They cook in San Diego State. Yeah, they're up 11 right now. I don't see UConn. San Diego State is a nice story. Coming from LA, it'd be nice to get a Cali team.
And I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that's the vacation spot right there, man. That's
yeah. I mean, I was in San Diego all the time, but I mean, it's like I just think UConn is the best team. With the John Cena, can't see me on each other. Yeah, I mean, they're just competing. I think it's just gotten blown out of proportion.
Yeah, I think
it's blown out of proportion. Yeah. I think it's two competitive teams.
I think people needed something to talk about, so they drugged something else that wasn't supposed to be it. Like, it's just basketball. That's all it is. It's just basketball.
That's my.
It's the same way like Pat Bev and Austin Reeves doing the whole. He's too small, like going at each other. It's just competing. Like Austin Reeves said, he said it great at the end of that game. Actually, he said like, I love Pat Bev. That's my brother, but it was like we're just competing. It's just
you're playing.
That's
all
talking.
It is. Like, that's what it is, and then it's all love after. Like exactly. This is my problem too. Like Markel said. The problem is turning it into a race thing. Like, not everything.
That's what I was getting at.
Not
like,
everything has to be turned into a race thing. I mean, people always talk about how, like, race this, race that, blah blah blah, and then they're the first ones to say, oh well, it's because of this. And first one to bring racing. Not everything is about race. Could it just be that they're two competitive female basketball players that just. One did the thing and the other one was mocking and talking shit. Like, people just take things and just grasp it. It's just
trying to find something to talk about. It's crazy.
That's all it is. It's people trying to divide just for the sake of divide. It's stupid. It makes no sense to me, but that's the world we live in, unfortunately. And for us, it's all love. Who cares? That's what it is. But Johnny, coming out $2 super chat. Seeing Davon score a bucket made me shed a tear. I am with you. Dude, I think he's like shooting like 90% for the Lakers or something, something crazy like that. I think he's only missed like 2 or 3 shots all year, and he's taken like 10.
The guy that we all questioned in the trade helps us win the championship.
Yeah, I know he's the big de facto dude. He's another guy you could throw on because he's made a career out of just being a 3-and-D player, just like like ball stopper. So like, I wouldn't mind seeing him. Like if we play the Suns. Give him a little run on like Chris Paul and Devin Booker. Like I wouldn't mind it.
I thought you want to say Durant. I was gonna be like, whoa.
No, not that. Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something nice. A Lakers versus Suns first round rematch would be too wild. Another chance for Bron and AD to get some 2021 get back, like they've been saying for these other teams. Yeah, dude, and they haven't like faced each other in like years or whatever. Like, yeah, I am all for that. I would love it.
I know because when he was on the Nets, I think AD missed that game or Bron missed that game. No, I think Bron missed that game earlier on in the season too. So
one of them did, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, just let them. Let them duke it out. Like it'd be great. It'd be a great matchup, great round. It'd be a lot of fun, in my opinion. But look, I miss the days where people could shit talk, and the only thing that was off limits were family. And family, I got family, and everyone could meet at the line after the game and shake hands and leave it all behind them until the next game. And that's how it should be. You talk, and you move on. You leave it on the court. Let's see. Will be guarding only KD and Book for the Suns. The rest are trash. Yeah, shut them down and you'll win that series. When was the last time you missed a shot? Good point, Bill. It is extremely weird to me. It really is. Like I don't get it. Like, but
yeah, stretching definitely stretching on that one.
People want a narrative. That's all it is. People just want something to talk about. KD, I think KD and AD are unicorns, but KD might be consistently better overall. KD is more consistently better overall. AD, like when AD is playing to the level that he can play, he's the best player on the planet on both sides of the basketball. That guy is unbelievable. But KD, night in and night out, he's just more reliable, more consistent. So the Lakers just need to worry about making the playoffs right now. Nothing solidified yet. Exactly. Just go. That's what I said. Win your games, and you're good. AD is a better defender than KD. Yes, absolutely. Yes, he has. They took OKC to the finals in 2012. What was Jake talking about? What do you mean?
Who are we talking about? What player we're talking about?
I was talking about Kevin Durant taking him to the 2020 2012 NBA Finals. I think you said because I think when we were talking about never leading a team. Technically he led the team, but he hasn't won anything. Is the thing.
Yeah.
So
okay, yeah, I missed. Okay, that's fair. You can give him that.
Yeah.
you can give him that.
He hadn't won anything, but I do get that.
Yeah.
I mean, he did. Yeah, he was the best player on the team that did go to the Western Conference Finals, or not the Western Conference, the NBA Finals. That team too. Like every year, they progressively got better, right? Like first year they were a first round exit, second year they were second round exit, third year they were, and it just so on and so forth, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, also Wiggins is a good version of KD. From I guess defensive standpoint, for like the role, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
The players in the Nets team made the Suns great. Yeah, nice haircut, Tyler. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. He never won a chip on his own, but he got a team to the dance. Well, I mean, that was also Markel. You can make an argument that James Harden took that team to the finals. That Spurs series, Kevin Durant was absent for 2 or 3 of those games, and on top of that, James Harden single-handedly just became a madman. James Harden might have been the reason that they made it to the finals that year. James Harden was something else. But I agree with you, Mark. I just wanted to bring that up. James Harden was that was the first series where people were like, oh, James Harden is a very good basketball player. Is coming back for Golden State next week. Add Golden State to contenders in the West. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there'll be a bit of a problem, but nothing. I'm not too concerned with them, even with Andrew Wiggins. Like I mentioned earlier, they still have a losing record. Are Lakers over the salary cap per new CBA rules? I haven't looked to the ins and outs of it. I don't know what the threshold, because it also depends on what is the cap next year, but possibly. Also, it might not kick in until after. They might because there's talks about them not doing it until the end of July or whatever. But they might wait till next year because it's so soon. So we'll see. We'll see how it all unfolds. But right now, yes. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes in the offseason, which that could suck because then they wouldn't get some of the exceptions that they got. So I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. Let's see. Tyler's facial hair. Went to get cigarettes and never came back. Fact. Tyler's facial hair is held in reserves for his head. Facts. It's just on hold constantly. Yes, Walker Kessler's out. That should be wins for us. Yeah, he can't stop AD anyway. Walker doesn't know how to get set defensively yet. Get set. What are you doing? Who on the Suns plays defense? That's my point exactly too. They don't really have anybody. I mean, Ogie's been really good. Damian Lee is hot and cold at times, but none of them are stopping the players that matter for the Lakers. None of those guys are,
All right,
I
he
don't know
just
if it
said to
went.
yeah, but they're not stopping LeBron.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, that's how LeBron. I don't know if we went out. The miss game is iffy. Uh, what is that? It doesn't show on the stream there, I think. Yeah, I mean, regardless, yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. Durant can't guard AD. Yeah. Suns aren't even that good. They got three ballers and a bunch of G Leaguers. They're literally a pre-trade Lakers. Death wins chips. No one on Phoenix can handle Bron and AD. Yes. Yep. You need defense. You need depth. You need talent. Suns game is iffy. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. See how it goes. Um, let's see. AD already destroyed KD this season. Facts. I just want to enjoy playoff basketball. Would be nice to have a deep run as well. I miss a 7-game series. Bring it on. I do too. I can't wait for
I
Laker
know we're gonna have
playoff
at
basketball.
least one 7-game series.
Laker playoff basketball. Let's go. Let's get it. AD will make Aiton foul out in 5 minutes. Dude, AD's stats against Aiton and just the Suns in general are insane. uh, if we get a 3-way tie with the Pels and Clips, Pels get the tiebreaker over us. It's fucked. Do they have more? I haven't looked into it yet. See if they have more conference wins. Do they have more conference wins? Because it goes to conference wins, right? If I'm not mistaken. The only team that really matches up well against us is the Wolves. Yeah, just because their size and their length. But I think we'll be fine.
You said the
There are
Pelicans have
no.
more conference wins than us?
I don't know off the top of my head.
The
Because my
Pelicans do. Yeah, the Pelicans have 28 conference wins. We have 24.
24.
Yeah.
But we have 4 more conference games, right? You win
That's
all
true.
4 of those. Well, granted, to win all 4 of those, you'd have to win outright. So never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, never mind. Well, I mean, technically, if they went outright, but still, yeah. So yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, man. Oh, he did say yeah, it goes to conference record. Yeah. Okay, so then yeah, I was right. Let's see. The Lakers Suns would be the best series played in the Western Conference Best. I think so too. That would be amazing. I need Claw to come back to Toronto so I have a reason to go to games. Dude, I don't. I think he should have stayed in Toronto. He might have actually had a real chance to win another championship there.
Blucka, are you in Toronto?
Close.
Canada.
I need the Claw back in Toronto for more Raptor moments videos. Yeah, I just keep trying to win. That's the best thing that they can do right now. Yeah, exactly. Gotta get W's. What's going on, Joey? Appreciate you being here. The Suns are pretenders, 6-0 against all sub 500 teams with KD or Star was injured. Yeah, very true. Very true. A lot of people talk about how they're undefeated with Kevin Durant in the lineup, but then they don't look at the. You know what? My favorite argument that I see people make is that the Suns are undefeated, and then they don't look at the teams that they played, and they don't look at like who actually played in those games. But then they'll completely discredit the argument that the Lakers are undefeated when they're fully healthy. And you look at the teams that we played, like Golden State, Pelicans, the Grizzlies, like you look at all these teams like that we've matched up against, and it's just night and day better. Let's see. As long as TJ Warren doesn't go bubble mode, we good. That's true. That's a very good point. TJ Warren was like Michael Jordan in the bubble. Like that guy became like a different. That dude got possessed by like the ghost of Michael Jordan. Like I don't know. That dude was like incredible. Yeah. The other people are agreeing with you. He's not a star anymore. He's a very good role player. Yeah, he's not. He's definitely
Okay,
not.
see, I thought I was going crazy, but like I just
Yeah. No, I mean he's not. He's not the guy he once was. Warriors are great at home and awful on the road. They are atrocious on the road. I mean, it's like scary how bad they are on the road. They won't beat anyone with size. Winners win and losers lose. I can't explain it any better than that.
Wait, that was a Rocky quote. Hey, I got that one. Rocky, maybe, I don't know.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Yeah, get out the way. Get the out the way. UConn has won every game by double digits so far. Yeah, which is why I dig them. I don't see them losing. I just don't. I just think they're too good. Um, Suns first round JV Jared Vanderbilt on KD. LeBron feasting in the paint and AD feasting on Aiton with our role players is enough. We can remake the Celtics Nets first round matchup. Agreed. Agreed. Win, 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 win. Yes. They taking the trophy. I would like that. I would, but I don't see it. Bring that weak ass Suns. Not afraid of KD. We got Braun. Facts. I'm with you, Shep. Nobody worried. Let's get it. It's so much easier to root against Pepe. He really does. He makes it easy to root against him. It's good to have Lonnie Walker in case of our guards get injured. Yes, that is very helpful. Very good. Let's see what else. I wonder if Slam Ball returns in June or July will get more views than women's basketball. That's interesting. That's actually a really interesting thing. In 2022, we were up 2-0 until 80 went down. Yes, we were. And then 80 got hurt, and it looked like we were going up 3-1. We were winning that series, or winning that game. Yes, he's supposed to come back for the playoffs. Let's see. Slam Ball was really big when Spike TV was first starting out, but so many players were getting injured because of bad trampoline knowledge and offsetting bounces to break leg. Really, I don't know. I watched it like randomly because it'd always be on at like 1 a.m. So I just like randomly would throw it on just to check it out. But what else? Let's see. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Yes, correct. Thank you so much, Blecka. Yes, if you're watching this live stream and you haven't liked the video and you haven't subscribed to the channel, take a quick second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. Harden also didn't play well against Miami, though. That's true. He didn't in the playoff and that matchup. But I really don't think that they would have even gotten to the finals if it wasn't for Harden. Like, Harden was, man, he was a bad man. Might be the most inconsistent superstar. Dude, that for real, that Harden, that series, that Spurs series might have been Harden's best playoff series. Like, for like what he did, like that was insane. KD is 3-time All-Star, 4-time scoring champ, NBA champ, 10 times All NBA, 2007, 2008, All Rookie, 2007, 2008 Rookie, year 2 times as MVP, 2013 MVP, and 75th anniversary team. Yeah, that's great. Great individual accomplishment.
And I think that like cool, like awesome, but like at the end of the day, like
have you won? Like,
and at the end of the day, that's what's going to separate him from like LeBron, Jordan, Kobe, like Steph. That's what's going to separate him, because it's like, have you put teams on your back and physically carried them to like the championship and won? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I just like to like, okay, for example, like, okay, I'm people in the comments, like, who was the MVP when KD won? Yeah, KD was MVP on that team because he has crutches all around him. You got Steph Curry playing on your team. So of course Steph Curry's like, okay, like, yeah, come on, KD, like, come and cook. Like, it's very, very easy for KD to enter that team and just do whatever the heck he wanted because he's KD. LeBron would have been the same way. It would have been the exact same thing. So it's like, you can't make an argument that KD was the MVP. Of course he's going to be the MVP on that team, because everybody was like, hey, look, KD, you do you, and we're here for your support. But you got Steph Curry as your right-hand man. I mean, come on. You could have literally like, just plug and play. You could have like enter X in the scenario. Like, it would have been that easy. So for you to make that argument, that it's kind of it's not really valid. It doesn't really make any sense.
But like Markel said, James Harden was different in 2012. Crazy to think that is the only good playoff run other than 2018. Which is what I just said. That might be his best playoff performance ever in his career, which is just, it's crazy to me. You know what, I wanted to answer this too, because this person said, who was the Finals MVP when KD won?
And that's what I was just referring to. That argument to me, can't.
Which I think is funny, because didn't Andre Iguodala win Finals MVP?
That was the year when Steph. Oh, that was the
year that they won without Kevin Durant. He won Finals MVP. Steph, yeah. So I mean, does that make Andre Iguodala the best player on the Warriors that year? You know,
And by the way, for whatever reason, yeah.
like, even this finals run, there was legitimate talk about if Andrew Wiggins deserved co MVP. Like, and there really was an argument for it. He was arguably the most consistent player next to Steph that entire playoff run. Like,
Yeah.
there's been a lot of guys that have won Finals MVP that weren't the best player. Kevin Durant was the best player on that team, but he didn't do anything without those guys. Is the point? He had to have a super duper duper team, arguably the greatest team ever assembled to win a championship. Let's see. Jake, you got to grow the Braun AD beard. The whole team is doing it.
I'm trying. Look, if you guys know any like suggestions of like tips and tricks, let me know. I'm trying. I'm trying to get the whole like. Matter of fact, I'm trying to get the Harden. Give me the Harden. Trying.
I can't grow facial hair. You guys are abusive. We do not need Kyrie next year. We have a good enough team right now. No bad players. I mean, I wouldn't call Kyrie a bad player, but I don't think he's like a necessity anymore. My problem is like we can't get him. I mean, we can, but if we can get him without like having to lose everybody, sure. But he'd have to take a pretty significant discount. If it's gonna take like our entire roster to get him, then no, I don't want him. TJ Warren was bubble mode until Jimmy Buckets took it to motel. Yeah. Pretty sure Vancouver would be ready to take Grizzlies back, but NBA doesn't want to be in Canada. Yeah, dude, I love like the Vancouver Grizzlies uniform. My like pair of like lucky shorts growing up was like a pair of Memphis Grizzly, like Vancouver Grizzly shorts.
Oh
Like,
snap!
yeah, which that was cool. Yeah, I wore them under like all like, in my anytime I played a game, I always wore them under like my team shorts. Wednesday night is gonna be wild here on YouTube. Yeah, for real, for real. I was getting shafted by players because no one likes the snow yet. Did it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Follow suit. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'd greatly appreciate it. Lakers winning the chip. If we get fifth or sixth seed, we'd be the first fifth seed to ever win it all, and only the second sixth seed to ever do it. I think so too. I think we have a real chance. And there's always first for everything, right? Wrong kind of snow. Pretty sure we got a lot both kinds of snow. He was killing SA. Yeah, Russ was too. Yeah, seriously. That series was awesome. Should see the zombies on the casino tracks. Our second half game is ruthless. Seriously, they're just really good at making adjustments. Like,
We've gotten so much better because at the beginning of our year,
the third quarter used to be atrocious. Dude, we used to be terrible. We used to be one of the worst third quarter teams in the league. Now we're actually really good. Do you think the Golden State Warriors win those two titles without KD? No, they don't. He was MVP in both series. I think they could have won one of them.
Yeah, I think they could have won one.
I really do. They probably wouldn't have won both because they were that team was too good. But also, if they couldn't get Kevin Durant, who do they get? Do they go get somebody else? Like, they very well could have. Or even if they didn't get like another star, they could have gotten another piece or two. They had enough money to go get Kevin Durant, right? So like they could have easily went and got some other pieces. I mean, there's a real argument that they could have won both without Kevin Durant.
I mean, they won one. Who's to say they couldn't do? Like I said, who's to say they couldn't do? Repeat it.
I
mean,
like
one before.
It's one of those things we'll never really know. But if they did, like, they purposely saved for Kevin Durant, right? Like, they easily could have went and got some other pieces or got another star if they really wanted to. Now, would it have been as plug and play? I mean, who knows? No, Braun wins 2 more titles if KD don't go to Golden State. I think Braun wins at least 1 more. I don't know if he wins both those years. But I definitely think he wins. I think he beats them the following year. Like after they came back 3-1, I absolutely think LeBron and the Cavs beat them that following year. Um, KD won MVP, but Steph was the engine. He was the engine. Um, let's see. But Golden State Warriors didn't win those two without Durant. I don't know. I really don't know. Um, yeah, it's tough because they again, like they could have gotten somebody else. Curry got robbed, yeah. Now, if you add PG, AD, Kawhi to the 16 Warriors, they probably do the same thing. Agreed. Agreed. I'd like an easier first round to get confidence. But welcome to Suns, and the haters can check into the loony bin early. Exactly. My thing is like I said, if you're not worst case scenario, let's say the Suns beat us. Like at least now we have a good indication of what we need to do and what to expect going forward. Like I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I really don't. Like, it's gonna give us a good idea of how good we really are. So
Yeah.
I'd take Kyrie all day if we just swap D'Lo. Agreed. Like if you could just swap D'Lo for
Same.
Kyrie, I would do that all day. You guys are lucky to get to talk about good players on your teams. When I was really into basketball, I had AI trying to win games by himself.
76ers.
Excellent. No, he's talking about when he was on the Grizzlies.
Oh, okay.
In 2015. Get the fifth seed and take the Suns out early. I'm just imagining LeBron haters losing it if he wins it all this year. Oh, I really hope that I cannot wait, wait for that to happen. Also, our first quarters, it's AR about them starting in the first and third. Yeah. Um, let's see. Did Warriors ever get fined for tampering with Durant? Of course not. I don't think they did. I really don't. Um, I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know for sure, but I don't remember seeing anything about that. Life is good without Russ, but he changed his game a lot for the Clippers. He did. He just fits better with the Clippers. I don't think it's so much that he changed his because he changed his game a lot for the Lakers. It just wasn't a good fit.
Yeah.
Where he gets to be more Russ when with the Clippers, and
Yeah.
he's been really
Man,
efficient. He's having the most
it's
efficient. He's having the most efficient stretch of his career with the
it's
Clippers.
so
His
funny. He's
his
getting
entire career.
now he's getting so disrespected at the 3-point line too. But he's making them pay for it. He's making them pay for it. Like they will leave him open like for a good second, and Russ thinks about like,
Dude, he
do I
was
want to shoot the
5 for 5
ball?
the other game. I was like, where was that, Russ? Man,
They
God.
were leaving him. They were leaving him literally on an island by himself, and it just gave Russ a second to like, all right, let me get my form ready. All
He
right, we
made
good.
between a 2 game span, he made 7 straight threes in a row. Like that's insane. Um, but Lakers need to play everyone tomorrow. Game, no need to rest, guys. Yeah, everyone's supposed to play tomorrow. So that's good. Let's get a championship. It's possible. I agree. I think it is very possible. So let's get it. Yeah, we have to win out. No games off. Then take a break at the fifth or sixth. Exactly. Man, looking at the West off match, every series about to be crazy. The 2023 playoffs about to be a movie for real. Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the playoffs. It's crazy to think we're a week away from the season being over. Bro,
Right?
I would love to, or a little less now. Bro, I'd love to talk to y'all. Well, yeah, welcome here, real. Yeah. We'll definitely have to like maybe bring some people on sometime, something like that. We'll have to figure it out down the stretch. We're still trying to grow here. So again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I know a lot of you are subscribed to my personal channel, which I really appreciate. But please subscribe here. Jake is awesome. He, we do the stream here, and then he posts all the clips and edits all the videos and does all the stuff. So appreciate y'all being here as well.
Thank
We
you.
gotta go up big on Utah. Sorry, guys. Play in the back. I agree. We know AD's playing because AD already said it and Lakers already said it. So, who stole my pocket? Dude, I almost read that out loud.
I know.
You hit the
I wanted
screen
to be
thing.
like, whoa.
I know exactly what that's from, but
Oh man.
Thad. You ever see Blue Mountain State?
No.
No. Oh,
Come on, it's
so you
me.
gotta
I
watch
haven't
it.
seen I haven't seen I've never seen anything ever.
That's
Actually, you
true.
know
It's a
what?
good point.
Blue chips with Shaq was pretty good though.
Nice. Let's see. LOL. LOL that yet. I'd say Lakers aren't resting no one for this back, but I don't think so either. Did you defend Russ a lot, Tyler? Yeah, but it was more so because people's he was just the scapegoat and it didn't make any sense. Like a lot of the conversations were just like every loss was on Russell Westbrook, even if he had a great game, even if he had a bad game, whatever. Like people just wanted to discredit the man. And like instead of looking at like the full picture, the full scope, everything that went into it. So yeah, I did defend Russ a lot. But I'm not to the point where I was blind to like the situation. And I repeatedly said, trade him. But like it's just like I defend Darvin Ham and people say like, I defend Darvin Ham too much, or I'll defend Rob Pelinka, or I'll defend and now look, like, it's just there's criticism and then there's just hate. Like I was just defending him from the hate. Um but yeah, I absolutely did. Clippers will lose against the Lakers and Suns. Warriors will win all of the remaining games. We will be the sixth seed. Hey, whatever it takes. I'm all for that. San Diego State making a run. Yeah, I see that they're down 8 now. I need UConn to stay where they're at. Win by 8. Let's beat Utah. Well, that's one step at a time. Yeah. Blue Mountain State might be the greatest sports show without actually playing any sports. Dude, it really might be. That show is great. Um, we need to run it back next year. Yeah, that agreed. We do. MJ used to sit out a lot of fourth quarters. Yeah, when you're beating everybody by 30.
Right.
Shaq has one of the worst rated movies ever. Although it's Genie in a Bottle movie. Dude, Shazam? Or not Shazam, Kazam. I mean, sorry, that's a different movie. But you haven't seen Shaq act? Yo, bro, I love your show. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, real. Thank you so much. I really do. I'm very thankful, and we are thankful for you being here. I appreciate you. I know you found me not too long ago, and I appreciate you coming over here. And Christian coming out with $5 super chat. Thank you so much. If King James wins one more title with the Lakers, will he make it Lakers Mount Rushmore? I think he has. He's on NBA Rushmore, not the Lakers Rushmore yet. Even if he wins another championship, probably not. Like I would still put like look, and I'm somebody that I think LeBron James is the greatest player to ever play the game. But yeah, I mean he's definitely on the Mount Rushmore of all-time NBA players, but for Lakers, no. I mean Kobe is Mr. Laker, right? You have him.
Yeah, you got Johnson.
Then after him, yeah, you got Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You got you got the logo even guys. I mean, it's just the list goes on. Like if LeBron wins 2 more championships, there's a real argument. But I just don't think he has the tenure with the Lakers. You know what I mean? I just don't think he has the longevity with the Lakers. He would have to win. I think if he wins like the next 3 years, yes, you can make a real argument for it. But one, I don't think that's going to happen. 2, even if it does, it's still an argument. Like it's not like a definitive like yes, if that makes sense. But that is a good question. And I'm sure that there are people that do. I'm sure there are people that absolutely go and say yes, he's on the Lakers Mount Rushmore. I just think he's missed the playoffs more than he's won.
Yeah.
So like that's not really a good model of success with the Lakers,
Yeah.
Let's see. The Drug Olympics is so good. Again, Christian, thank you so much.
Ooh,
96 people watching and only 19 likes. Hit that like button, guys. It helps. The rhythm method. Yes, we got 100 people in the stream now. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, take a quick second to hit that subscribe button. It would mean a ton to us. And if you haven't liked the video, yes, please take a second, hit the like button. You have no idea how much it helps after the stream to get people in the stream, all that stuff. Jake, have you ever heard of Scary Movie?
Of course, I've heard of Scary Movie. Okay, all right.
Have you watched Scary Movie though?
Dang it! Okay, you got me there. No, I've never seen it.
Yeah, they're down. They're down 8 right now. I need UConn to stay with that. Twitter's gonna be World War III after the LA. Dude, I might have to make a video just on like the Twitter space after that game because whoever wins, it's gonna be. That is gonna be dope. I should do a live stream just going through the Twitter feed. That's what I should do. That'd be great. I love watching y'all. It's a lot of knowledge y'all have. Well, thank you. Appreciate it, real. Appreciate it. Because they am steel. Have you seen Shaq act? Let's see. The worst video game with Shaq Fu are going to win in OT that part. Let's see. I mean, hey, there's still what 4 minutes left, a little under.
They're
I
fighting.
hope Mamba gets back for the playoffs. He's supposed to be, so we'll see. Hopefully, LeBron came to win 4 chips with Lakers. Don't you watch the shop? Not going so great so far. He's got 1, 3 more to go. Gary LeBron top 2 stop. The last 2 years, Lakers were trash. Can't blame Bron. Yeah. Oh, it's not solely on Bron, but damn, Jake probably thought I was Ghostface.
Yo, chill.
Johnny coming out $2 super chat. Really appreciate that. Dodgers are unstoppable, by the way. What a first game, dude. Dodgers are. Look, I think they're either going to be really. I said before this season, I was talking to a buddy of mine. I'm actually trying to get him to do like a baseball channel because I'm not like super knowledgeable about baseball. Like I understand the ins and outs. Like I'll watch baseball. I understand it enough to bet on it. But I'm not like I'm an encyclopedia when it comes to basketball. But when it comes to like baseball, that's not like my forte.
Yeah.
But I have a buddy that like he is like a guru when it comes to that stuff. Just a real student fan of the game. I'm trying to get him to come on to the As It Stands network. That would be awesome. I'm trying to get him to convince him to do a live stream or make some videos and just talk about it because I think that there's an audience in baseball and especially Dodger baseball and stuff. I've been to a ton of Dodger games though. Because growing up, I had a couple friends and like family that got like tickets all the time from like work and stuff. So I was going to like Dodger games like every other day.
Yeah.
Let's see, where are we? But again, thank you so much, Johnny. Really appreciate you. Let's see. Gary's just trolling. Ignore him. He's always in my comments and stuff, just trolling. Big day Wednesday. Absolutely. Wednesday is going to be a massive day. Massive day. Banner 18 on the way. I love it. Let's get it. If Lakers win a championship this year, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm with that. Yeah, definitely. Like, I won't get a tattoo. I don't have any tattoos, but I feel that, and I know a lot of people will. Dude, if the Lakers, we're gonna have to do something crazy. If the Lakers win the championship this year, we got to do something, right? We got to go to the parade. We're gonna have to go to the parade. Like, dude, we have to do something. Like, man, if they win it, whew. It's okay, Jake. I'm just a movie nerd. I just like troll you. Good. It's okay. Ain't him there, Jake. It's okay. He'll be okay. Dodgers had a better team last year. They might be more cohesive this year, though. I wouldn't be surprised if they win it all this year. I really don't. Salute everyone. What's going on, Gideon? Appreciate you being here. Lonnie Walker is Lakers' secret weapon for the playoffs. Dude, I wouldn't mind him as a vacuum scorer. Like I said, I wouldn't mind that at all. Let's see, but lost at the end yet. It's usually how it goes. So is everyone going to play against the Jazz tomorrow? Yes, everyone is supposed to play. Everyone's supposed to play tomorrow against the Jazz, and I expect everyone to play in those back-to-backs. I really do. I don't see anybody not doing it. Dude, I love that movie, Coach Carter. I really do. I like that movie a lot. Yeah, it's one of the better sports movies.
Yeah, Coach Carter is a good movie. See, that one I've seen a million times.
Look, you have seen a movie past 2020.
What is your greatest fear?
Bucket just said that as you said.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
your deepest fear, Mr. Cruz? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we went in a chip and having a double parade, like a parade, the rainbow. Dude, if we win the NBA championship, you know what would be cool? Like, I gotta get you out here some way too. I should if we win the NBA championship, I should rent like a convention hall or something, and we should have our own As It Stands celebration. That would be dope. I don't know how much it would cost, and maybe I'll get help. Maybe I'll fundraise or something. Crowdfund or whatever. But that'd be cool. Like imagine we did like an as it stands. Like if the Lakers win the championship this year, like we did like as it stands like celebration. Like get a bunch of drinks and like just hang out and have fun or whatever. I don't know what all like the little like regulations are and stuff like that, or like what we could do and what we can't. But like it'd be cool. I think it would. I think it'd be cool. Like like even just like have everyone like pitch in like $10, like set up a GoFundMe, like pitch in $10. Let's do a celebration and then just like have something like that'd be cool. I don't know. Like just a thought. Probably won't happen, but because I'm sure it'd be pretty expensive. I'm sure it wouldn't be cheap. And but would be cool. Would be cool to like do our own like little like celebration, like our own little party or something. That'd be dope. If Lakers win the chip, Dwight needs to be there, right? Just have him hanging out there in the stands. Let's see. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Facts. Dude, that movie just so emotional.
I know. Mr. Battle.
Yeah. Everyone eventually always gets mad at AD because they expect him to be honest, but really we are finesse Pau Gasol instead. Dude, he's fine in the role that he is. I like him. I like where he's at. Like, he's what we need when we need it. So, strippers in Vegas, AIS after party. Let's do it. What?
Get me in trouble.
Where's the AIS party at? Oh, don't worry. It's at the Spearmint Rhino, or it's at Hustler.
Gotta go get me in trouble.
like that's like, what do you do? Maybe we'll even get some of the Laker players there. It'd be great. Like, hey man, don't worry. We all pitched in. We got you guys around to strippers for the night. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Dude, imagine, I'll pay for Austin Reeves strippers if he's willing to come to the after party. Like, don't worry, Reeves, I got you.
I like how you picked a star that's not like. Never mind.
Well, because LeBron would never do it because
I know. Yeah,
he's married. Yeah. He's married.
But that's my point. That's why I was like, yeah.
80s. He's similar to that. Like it'd have to be like Max Christie. Austin Reeves.
It'd have to be like a Vanderbilt, something like that.
Look, tabs on me that night. Like, let's do it. Like, if I get them there, like it'll be like, hey, drinks on me from that shelf down. Like, hey, everything on that shelf. You get one free drink.
NBA, it's like nothing but top shelf. Like,
nah, if I'm paying for it, they're gonna look. You get one free drink and one butt touch from the stripper. That's all I could afford, Austin. That's it. That's all I could afford.
Oh man, you're gonna end up on ESPN the next morning.
A YouTuber named As It Stands had a Lakers after party at the strip club Hustler with NBA players and Austin Reeves. No, I just I mean, I'm just thinking of the players that like we could probably get. Like I said, like Troy Brown, Austin Reeves, Max Christie, maybe some Winning Gabriel, Mo Bamba, Jared Vanderbilt. Like, let's get those guys. You ain't getting like LeBron's probably not going to be there. Maybe even D'Lo, but D'Lo's got to keep his phone outside. He can't bring his phone in. He can't bring his phone into the club. He needs to keep his phone outside. But
too soon. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Bro, for real, right? When his cousin dies and he shows up, yeah, man, that was
I know.
Going to the Rippers. As it stands, almost sounds like the title of a bad board. So I know what you're clipping later. No, I'm sure. Do not clip this. Do not clip this. Do whatever you do not clip this. Let's see. Let's say we get to the finals and lose, or even win it all. Does it get more expensive and troubling to retain our free agents? Not really. I mean, it'll probably get more expensive, but not more troubling. Like, we're gonna have to pay the guys regardless. I just think it'd give Genie more of a reason to pay guys. Yeah. So it might actually be better to win a championship or at least make the finals. Max is not old enough. Max is 19. Don't worry about it. It's Vegas. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. With Jazz shorthanded for tomorrow night game, Lakers need to go for the kill. Don't rest no players. I hope they understand the situation. It seems like that. Look, AD, we already know AD is supposed to play on both back-to-backs, all that stuff. So we should be straight. Should be straight. Ooh, Blucka said you got a Deadpool sweater. Did I have some? My eye is killing me.
Wrong side.
Close. Yeah.
Right?
It was a 50-50 shot. Just,
oh man.
The hoodie, Jake.
Yeah, hey, it's Deadpool, you know? Anything Marvel or DC. Or so can't leave Spider-Man out of there, right?
Right, facts. But anyway, we went for the long haul. Any parting words before we skate on out of here?
I'm telling you, I'm calling it championship. Calling it.
We getting that dub.
Yep.
Number 18. I really want, real quick in closing, I really want the Celtics. Like, how cool of a story would that be? I mean, to be fair, you can make an argument the Bucks or the Celtics would be a great story either way. You know, because if we play the Bucks, you have LeBron James getting the scoring title, passing Kareem. Kareem played for the Bucks, played for the Lakers. But that story with the Celtics, right? Both teams in the showdown, the winner gets number 18. That's just like, you can't write a better story than that. Like sports story, like that's like what they make movies about. And like that could be a reality. That would be crazy. And I want that. I am all for that. But anyway, as always, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button too. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Also, I put in the chat my personal Laker channel, which is As It Stands Lakers. If you're not subscribed to that channel, I know most of you are, if not all of you. But just in case there are a couple of you that aren't subscribed to that channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm having a good stretch over there, which is nice. I've gotten a ton of subs and videos are doing really well, which I'm very thankful for all of you. But yeah, so subscribe here, subscribe to my personal channel. Jake doesn't have a personal channel yet. We got to get him one of those. And then in the meantime, we will see you all in the next one.